David, in the letter you talk about the loyalty of the fans. Is it surprised you how loyal they've been, or did you come into the club expecting that kind of backing?
Well, I think if you're a football supporter, you would understand what loyalty is. So if you're someone who follows a club passionately, then you follow them whether it's doing badly or whether it's doing well. And at times actually it takes stronger supporters to support your club when it's not going well. Sometimes it's a bit easier when it's, everything's getting, we are winning. And I think at the moment, as I said previous, I think the Manchester United supporters realise there's some changes taking place, and they understand that their time will come again.
You also talked about great teams. You talked about Old Trafford becoming a fortress again. How do you solve that? What's the solution?
Well, we need to get back to creating more opportunities than we've done. I think we've actually played quite well in games and not scored or not taken more chances. And in turn, teams have maybe defended and counter-attacked on us, and if we've lost one goal, we've ended up having to go chasing the game a little bit more. I think when we've tended to score first, we've tended to go on and get positive results. But I think our play at times has been good. I don't think our play has been that bad, but our results haven't been as good as we want. We need our results to improve, that's for sure.
Is that the key then, David, being more creative then on the field? Is that going to be the challenge for United?
Not just the key. No, I think the key is to try and improve all things. No, you want your creativity, but I think that the introduction of Juan Mata and his interplay at times with Rooney, what I've seen recently in Robin, I think that's helped our creativity. But what you need to also do is make sure then that when maybe the creative players aren't getting their goals or the chances aren't coming, that that you make sure that you keep the back door shut and you don't concede a goal, which makes you have to chase the game.
Has it been a help or a hindrance that there's been 10, 11 days between the Olympiacos game and now this West Brom game?
A little bit of both, because it's allowed some players to get games. Darren Fletcher get a game for Scotland, Chicharito, Shinji Kagawa, people who've not featured as much as they would like, or we would like. But certainly it's also been a hindrance because we were off a bad performance and a bad result in Olympiacos, and we wanted to get that and put it right much sooner. But the way the league and the fixtures had worked out, then we didn't have a game.
Nemanja Vidic confirmed he'll join Inter Milan in this summer. In terms of the captaincy, is that anything that changes for you with that?
Not today, it doesn't. No. In time, we've got a few games to go before the end of the season. I've got young centre halves I want to see. I want them to show me what they're capable of, and and I'll be looking to introduce them in the final month or two of the season. Well, first and foremost, I'm surprised that the media would be picking up something on social media and making a big case of it, because I think that's wrong if that's the way it's come about in the first place. Tom Cleverley is a fantastic young player who's developing all the time. He's a great trainer here, and he's someone who's first out and every day does his best in training. He never gives it less than that, and from that point of view, that's why Tom will succeed. And I'm just a bit surprised that people in the media would suddenly pick up and cover those sort of things, like you asking me the question.
A tricky game tomorrow. I mean, how surprised were you that Steve Clarke wasn't given the time that perhaps other managers have enjoyed?
Well, I'm not privy to what goes on at West Brom, but I thought Steve Clarke had done a great job last year in getting West Brom in a really lofty position in the Premier League. I knew last year, when we were at Everton last year, we were challenging West Brom a lot at the time. They were done really well. So I was surprised when Steve left, as I said, but I'm not aware of what's going on at West Brom. But Steve Clarke's a really good manager, and he proved it in his time at West Brom.
Is it harder again than people imagine, simply because you've got teams scrapping at the bottom and you're going to their place?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you've seen the bottom of the Premier League this year. I think from that point of view, there's I think what's really changed is Tony Pulis, the job he's done at Crystal Palace, is thrown it up, because I think everybody had maybe Crystal Palace written off before Christmas time, and now it's brought quite a few other teams into it as well. But at this time of the year, the results matter to every club, whether it be at the top or the bottom. So the results are important for everybody.
David, how much does it say about the pressure that Premier League managers are under, the fact that Pepe Mel is under pressure after just 2 months in the job?
No, but where did you get that from? Was that a rumour, or has that come from the chairman at West Brom?
Well, the chairman himself hasn't said it, no.
Well, if he didn't, then you shouldn't talk, because it's only a rumour, and you're only picking up on rumours.
But the perception being that he's under pressure.
Well, if you don't win games, then obviously you're entitled to talk about that and say that. But I wouldn't for a minute think that was the situation. If a club brings a manager in and has 6 games with him, I would be very, very surprised if the word pressure, or under pressure I should say, is labelled to Pepe Mel at this moment.